Welcome once again to the glorious Peak District, more specifically Crowden Clough, on the way up to Kinder Scout. So yesterday was when I finished my wild camp with my daughter up on Axe Edge Moor, but because of the scheduling of the videos, they'll be a little more spaced out than the day after. So the plan today is to walk up one of the slightly more strenuous routes up onto Kinder Scout. It gets quite steep towards the end, as you'll no doubt see as we progress through the video. The plan is to meet my friend Tim up at Crowden Tower, which is the huge bit of gritstone you may be able to see in the distance there up at the top. I'm going to meet him there at about 11ish, stressing that little word there, ish, because it's now 10:30 and it's probably going to take me, well, at least half an hour to get up Crowden Clough, because it is quite a thigh burner. But let's find out. Let's see how quick I can do it without falling over and being able to breathe properly so I can do updates. Leather boots, who's worried? Confident. Okay, so this is the point where it gets quite steep now. Time check, it's 10:44, so I've got about 16 minutes to get up to there. And you can go one of two ways that I prefer. You can go the easier route up the side there, or you can go the scrambler's favourite right the way up to the waterfalls. And you know what, because I think Tim only set off from Edale at about 9:45, I think I've got enough time to go the harder scrambler's favourite way. So let's do it. So as you leave the more gentle path, it gets interesting straight away. So it's a little bit like Grindsbrook, as you can imagine. We just go for a nice dip in there at the moment. It's lovely and warm today. Be easier if I got the GoPro, wouldn't it? I'm just trying to follow the water straight up. Where's the fun in taking the easy route, I ask? That looks a nice tricky bit. Let's do it. This could end in expensive tears. Let's do it. I can imagine this is quite tricky in winter, or when there's a lot of water coming down here, so I might need two hands for this bit. Good stuff. Whew. Now that is what I'm talking about. This is why you've got to come to here and you've got to do this scramble. Perhaps not when there's a lot of water, as I was saying back there. Straight up the waterfall? It's got to be, hasn't it? Yeah. We're not far from the top now. Okay, so on my DSLR, on my 550D, I've got a little device called a micro muff. I'm hoping that that's doing its job today and protecting the audio from the breeze. Whew. Happy as a pig in, you know what it's like, you know the saying. Wow. And here we are. And the time is, can you see that? Oh, I'll flack that thing down there. You perhaps can't see it. Right, anyway, it is 11:01. So I've made it to the top of Crowden by 11ish, but not quite to Crowden Tower. So I'm expecting to see Tim come over that way. But that That is awesome. You need to do that in weather like this. It was too wet and too miserable last time, but that was perfect. Not too hard, but a ton of fun. Let's do it. Crowden Tower. So that's the top of Crowden and the route we've just taken. Could be Tim just over there, but we'll soon see. Welcome back. So I'm wandering up Crowden now. I've caught up with Tim. Hello. There he is. And we met up at Crowden Tower as planned. So we've formulated a rough idea for the day. We're going to head up onto the vast plateau of Kinder Scout, head towards Kinder Gates to the downfall, and then around the northern edge, across and down into Edale. That's a rough idea anyway. So let's do it. I'm going to go knee deep. I'm going to get it on video, definitely. That bit's only boot deep. It's only boot deep, so it's not quite waist deep. That's some of the things left there by Moors for the future, no doubt. We've seen the helicopter today lifting things up from down near Edale. 1, 2, 3. Nice spongy landing. If I'm going to fall in, I'm going to get it on video, that's for certain. It's quite a heavy landing there. Anyway, we're still on relatively dry land, which is good. I'm trying to stick to the path that's marked on the map, but as you can imagine, it's fairly hard at times. Okay, so we've managed to rejoin the actual path now, and we're going to be winding through these peat gruffs now to Kinder Gates, which is another landmark on the plateau itself. So this is it, Kinder Gates. There's the monstrous Emirates A380 again. We've now arrived at the downfall. So here we are, on the edge of the downfall. I'm going to try and wander further down actually, but this is the bit where it's about to drop off. The bit where I may get wet because the wind is coming this way, but it's not too strong. Here we are, Kinder Reservoir. So we've wandered round to the northern edge now, the quieter edge. It's quite busy on the western edge there. We saw a couple of lads walking the Pennine Way with the kitchen sink and everything. So good luck to them. Day one. Right, a nice quiet wander over towards Fairbrook Naze. We found a piece of what looks to be obviously airplane wreckage. I'm guessing it's from the Sabre jets, because the rest of the two Sabre jets are over that way, and then there's more down in the valley. So hopefully, or maybe, this is part of that. Okay, so it's time for a spot of lunch now, whilst enjoying the fantastic view from the northern edge of Kinder. Down towards Lady Clough down that way, and then Bleaklow up there. So here we are at Fairbrook Naze. It's quite a landmark, that little anvil shaped lump of grit stone really. Awesome views from here. You We've got the Snake Road just further down there. And then Lady Clough. Okay, so this is the top of Fairbrook, but we're not going to continue along the northern edge. We're going to go off-piste and link up with the top of Crowden once again. And we're almost back onto the path that leads through Kinder Gates. But we're going to come out just slightly south of that and then head along the slightly more substantial path to Crowden. While we were here, we thought we'd pay a visit to the official summit. 636 metres, and the very top, very lofty height that, but it's the very top of the Peak District, and obviously the top of Kinder Scout. So here we are, the very roof of the Peak District, not to be confused with the pile of stones over there. I know I was fooled in the past. Now officially the highest in the Peak District. So the last time I was here, it was ever so slightly different. I mean, today is perfect weather. I cannot fault it one bit. I'm in shorts. But the last time I was here, well, the mist was down, it was very wet. But if you'd like to watch that video, click just over there, or up there in fact. Or, as always, the links are in the description if you'd like to head over and watch that one. Just in the distance there, we've got the trig point at Kinder Low. But now we're going to head back down to the southern edge. So we're now at Pym Chair, and we're going to head over to Crowden now. And there's the Woolpacks. And welcome back. So we're back down in Crowden Brook now, following the river down. I chose to do the less extreme route down, so I don't think my knees could take coming down the way I went up. So it's been an excellent day today. We're still not back at the car, but it's been amazing. It's been a bit of a grand tour of Kinder Scout, really.
Found this thing, put it off. Me and the two guys from work decided to take it easy.
Welcome back. So we're finally back at the car now, and it's been a really great walk. Around about, for me anyway, for about 11.5 miles. Tim's walked a little bit further than I have, but about 6 hours, and we kept a good pace all the way across and in and out of all those peak roughs as well. So it's been a really good day. So as always, thanks for watching. Leave a comment, click like if you wish. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. So here we are, on the edge of the downfall. So here we are at Fairbrook Naze. So here we are, the very roof of the Peak District.